Once again, everybody, Jim Crane here with you. Today we're going to look at the Privateer by RJL Limited of Beverly Hills. Now, I've had the opportunity to thoroughly examine this bag and test it. And I've got to say, this is a serious field satchel. Don't let its good looks fool you. This isn't some pretty face wannabe field bag. You know, those things are just litter eBay and the internet. This is the real McCoy. It's the real deal. It is really built for hard use, a real heavy-duty field satchel. So let's take a few minutes to discover why. Okay, first off, it is the dimensions are it's 16 inches wide, it's about 13 inches tall, and it's about 4 inches wide. The gusset is flexible. This is a satchel, so it will expand depending on how much cargo you need to carry in it. Now, what's it made of? It's made from 7-ounce English bridle leather. And that leather is sourced from the venerable U.S. tannery Wickett and Craig. They've been producing vegetable tan leathers in this country for 150 years. So they really know what they're doing. So why English bridle leather and not some other kind of leather? Well, English bridle leather is really the king of hard-use leathers. It's designed for bridles for horses, so it's got to be strong, it's got to be durable, it's got to be able to put up with the elements, the weather, dirt, anything that a horse can put onto the leather. It's got to be able to be used for years. So it's just an incredibly durable leather. It's incredibly time-consuming and labor-intensive to produce it. The leather goes through some extra stages in the tanning process where they fat liquor the leather with different conditioning oils and waxes. And then it goes through an additional process the bridle leather does that's called hot stuffing, which literally means that they are stuffed to the core with nourishing waxes and tallows, which makes not only a very beautiful, shiny surface, beautiful leather, but it's incredibly durable as well. The closest thing to English bridle leather would probably be Latigo, which has a little more of a kind of a waxy feel to it. It feels a little bit wetter. English bridle leather has a light waxy feel to it, but has a kind of a dry feel to the finish. There's nothing else that really ages like bridle leather as well. So years and years of use. It's going to take a while, first of all, to break this leather in. But years and years of use, the leather takes on an absolutely beautiful patina. It will be the most beautiful bag in the world after you've used it and abused it and carried it for many, many years. It's just that kind of leather. There's really nothing else quite like it. And as it ages, even though it becomes softer, it still retains its function and durability. So let's go through the shoulder strap first of all. The shoulder strap is also the bridle leather. There is a shoulder pad on it, which it consists of 2 pieces of leather that are stitched together. It's wide enough that it disperses the weight across your shoulder quite nicely. The strap itself is pretty thick. It is, I believe, 10-ounce bridle leather, and it's adjustable. There is a roller buckle, so you can adjust it from about 36 inches out to about 46 inches at its max. Okay. The handle itself is 2 pieces of the bridle leather sewn together. So each side is finished, so it has a nice feel on both sides of it for your hand. And it is attached to the bag through this big 2.5-inch wide leather spine, which is also the heavy-duty bridle leather, vegetable tan leather. And that is anchored in with copper burr rivets. And that really spine provides the support for the bag. It carries the weight of the bag when you have this thing loaded down. So that spine is essential when you have this kind of carry, where it's what I call a mailbag type carry, where the D-rings are on the back of the bag, the handle is attached to the back of the bag, as opposed to being attached up here on the top, or the shoulder strap attached to the sides of the bag. Okay, so Just a beautiful, really comfortable handle. It's big enough for any size hand, so if you got a big hand, no problem. It just feels super secure, and it can carry a lot of weight. The bag is really designed to carry a lot of weight. You could fill this thing up with rocks and carry it around all day long. I don't think the bag would mind or even notice if you did that. So the shoulder strap is attached using these devices here. These are called harness snaps. And a harness snap is incredibly strong. It can hold a lot of weight. There's a lot of material to it. It's a big hook with a spring lock here. There's no swivel point on it, so there's no moving part when you're carrying the bag. There's nothing that's going to wear down. So harness snaps are really the right device to use to attach the shoulder strap to a heavy-duty bag if you're going to be carrying a lot of weight in it. Now there is a right way and a wrong way to attach a harness snap to a D-ring. And you're thinking, how could that possibly be? Don't you just hook it on? Well, the way you want to do this is you want to, whether your D-ring is on the back of the bag or on the side, you want to bring the D-ring parallel to the floor, and you want to hook the harness snap from the bottom like that, okay? You don't want to hook it from the top like this, okay? And why? Well, there's something that can happen if you hook it from the top like this. It can just unhook like that, okay? So that usually happens when you got the bag in the car seat and you are going to carry it into the office. You grab the shoulder strap, you put that over your shoulder, and you're going to lift the bag out of the car seat with the shoulder strap as opposed to the handle. And if the shoulder strap is just in a certain way laying there, you can unsnap it like that. So if you attach your harness snap from the bottom like this, you're going to eliminate that problem. Okay, it's just not going to happen. You can theoretically do it by pulling down on the strap, but that is really, really unlikely to happen. So attach it that way, and you won't have any problems. Okay, so on the back of the bag, we've got a big magazine pocket, and it is quite generous. You can put a very large magazine in there if you want. You can put a newspaper in there. I like to carry my cell phone in here because I like to have access to it. There is a cell phone pocket inside the bag, but if you're the kind of person like me, you get incredibly nervous if your phone starts ringing and it is inside of a buckled satchel. So let's go look at the front. We've got a single strap with a roller buckle, big heavy-duty roller buckle to close it. The hardware on the bag is solid nickel or stainless steel. Okay. Bridle leather, as you can hear, it's rather loquacious. It kind of likes to talk to you. It squeaks, sounds like an old saddle, which I kind of like. I prefer that. I like my bag to say, "Hey, good morning, Jim," as opposed to just kind of lying there like a corpse. So to get into it, it's just a single buckle, okay? And you're in the bag. First off, you're going to notice two pockets on the front. These pockets are 6.5 inches high and 5.25 inches wide, and they will swallow up a wallet the size of a hipster wallet. So if you have a wallet up to that size, it will hold that. If you are let me snap that baby shut. If you are a field notes user like I am, you can carry your extra field notes in that pocket as well, or you can put cables or Apple charger or various and sundry other things that you might want to carry with you. There is the logo, which is embossed here. It says RJL Limited, and it's USA. Okay. So inside the bag, we've got a organization panel on the back. First of all, it's pretty generous inside. You could put up to a 15-inch laptop in there. This is a pretty good size book that fits in there quite well. Here is a portfolio. It's not very big. It's about 11 inches wide, but it fits in there. Plus, you've got plenty of extra room inside the bag. In the back, you've got this organizational panel. You can put a checkbook, field notes holder, your agenda, And these pockets back here are 5 inches wide and 5 inches deep. And then there's a 2-inch wide pen sleeve there, pen pocket, so you can put the large pens in there. This is a bolt from Karis Customs. That's a pretty heavy, thick pen. That fits in there quite nicely. The rest of the bag is just this big open compartment, okay? English bridle leather is finished on both sides, so you have a smooth finish on the flesh side, of course a very smooth finish on the hair side of the hide. The gusset is just one piece, so it's just one piece of leather that goes all the way around, and the top is secured with a rivet. The stitch line ends here. It's not back stitched or triple stitched or stitched over. They just use a solid rivet. This is not a hollow cap rivet. These rivets are solid rivets. Okay, so they're incredibly strong, incredibly durable. So that is the Privateer by RJL Limited, and they have a website, rjllimited.com. They sell other satchels. They sell something called, I think, the Explorer satchel, which is a double buckle satchel. They have some canvas and leather satchels as well. And he carries all kinds of really cool stuff. He's in Beverly Hills. He's got really cool period timepieces and really neat leather jackets, a whole assortment of pretty cool things on his website. So the link is below. This is the Privateer, an absolutely beautiful leather bag, super heavy duty. This is something you only need to buy once. You don't need to buy a backup as a spare. This is a one-time purchase. It's made from the best leather on earth to make leather shoulder carry goods with. So if this is what you need something heavy duty to go along with you that also looks really nice, you might want to consider the Privateer by RJL Limited. Thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll see you next time.